Welcome. I just made it. The thumbnail was created 4 minutes from now, or in the past. Today was just hurried, very much so. But it's because of good reasons, and I think you're gonna like this because things have been happening a lot lately, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I can't. It's impossible. So I'm just trying to just hang on and take things as they are. Today, maybe you see that I have this beautiful tan on me, right? I was at the beach, and as I was at the beach with my kids, I receive a phone call to kind of get into a meeting that was in the next municipality. So I was like, okay, we're there. All right, did that. And just before I get into this, because I want to talk to something pretty cool today, I've been thinking about it a few days now, and I want to create a article about this. So this episode is basically just going to be trying to get my thoughts around it, trying to communicate it, right? To see if I can get it out there and if it makes sense. But before I do that, I want to show you what I did just a few hours ago. We have a few interesting characters in my city or in my district, and this is a very small community. So when people do stuff here, they notice, right? I'm a part of something that is going to be, well, it's going to create some waves. And today I got there and I was just thrown into an ambulance. That sounds dramatic, but it was in the passenger seat and my dad was driving. So we were having this call or talk. As we were talking, this other dude, the one that I was having the meeting with, came rolling up, and he basically pulled us out of that car, out of the ambulance, and into his car, which was this. Now this is where things gets interesting. This is a electric Mustang, right? The acceleration on this was completely out of this world, but that's not what's interesting about this car. This car is owned by a guy that loves to create a spectacle. He loves to have people notice him, and this is what that car looks like. So yeah, it's a very interesting car, right? It's I was kind of floored when I saw it, and especially when I was tossed into it and had to try it. Now, I'm not a very politically engaged guy, but I can respect the amount of no fucks given by this guy he drives around in this car, and it's basically his marketing tactic. He parks this outside of his office and people stand in front of it and take pictures with it. So it's just free marketing, right? Free PR. But I was there for a long meeting, and that meeting is going to shape, well, my life, because it's part of a very big project that I still haven't shared with you, and very few people know about this. But it's coming along very nicely, and I hope that I can share. Oh, sorry, my body's attacking me. I hope that I can share what this is, because this is going to create a lot in the FML project, in the world. It's we're basically solving a global issue, and I can't be more stoked about it. I can't believe that I'm a part of it. But it happened, and as we go along on this, I will share with you some things that is directly tied to the whole quantum cosmocentric mindset and how this came about because of it. Because it's insane. Which brings me into today's topic, which is facing the wall of me. Some people would think, well, what does that mean? Why are you talking about that? What is the wall of me? I'm not really sure yet. This is why we have this stream right now, because I need to make sense of it in my brain. But I had this vision. And sometimes we haven't had a discussion about this yet, or a episode directed only at the reticular activating system. But it's basically your sorting mechanism in your brain, right? The reticular activating system makes you able to source questions and get answers from sources outside of yourself. The best way to explain that is when you, let's say that you go meditate or you do something that is going to enable you to get into a flow state, you will take in information from outside, externally of your body. Almost like quantum computing, right? You're just going online. And so I've been doing this quite a few times. Normally I go into the shower and I just have this question in my mind before I go into the shower, and I really focus on the question. I don't really care about how I get to the answer. But as I go through my normal routine in the shower with this, which is the entire point of this, when your body basically just does what it knows how to do, your brain turns on and you will tap into something different. And if you have that focus, that intent, you might get an answer in the shower. And then you just run out naked as you came into the world and you write down the answer in the notebook. I've been doing that for a long time, and it has given me many, many answers. But you can also do this when you're sleeping. And so I did that. Sometimes when I do this, it's almost like I get a download, a cosmic download, if you want, if we want to be really mystical about this. And it hurts sometimes. It hurts like just above the base of my skull. And sometimes it feels as if someone is just pounding something in the back of my head. Sometimes I can see stuff. Sometimes I can feel stuff. Sometimes I can hear stuff. It all depends on what kind of a learning device, learning mechanism that you adhere to. And we're going to talk about that in another episode, but it's really interesting. Now, as I was doing that, I saw a picture for the first time in a long time, and it was basically me facing this huge wall with a picture of me. Right? Now, I've been focusing a lot on copywriting lately. And copywriting is literally how to communicate what you do to a person who don't necessarily know exactly what you do, or maybe they don't know at all. So you have to communicate that in a way that is going to bring them from their level of consciousness or their level of understanding of the topic, and then take them on the journey to make them understand each and every step that is necessary for them to know until they reach the end, right? Copywriting is an art. And so I was thinking, how could I make my copywriting better? What tool or what insight am I missing in order for me to clearly communicate this? And it dawned on me. It's me! You know, I'm in this industry and people will sell you things. And you can probably relate. If people have sold you insurance or whatever it is, a salesperson, they will sell you on the thing or themselves. You should buy this because I'm awesome. I've been doing this for quite some time. And you know, I actually have quite amazing results. And if I don't mind myself saying so, I am the best in the world at this. Right? To try to give you this feeling of you being in the right hands. They know what they're talking about because they're telling you about that. That's not how it works. That's not how you create confidence in someone. When you talk, you need to get it clear that they don't give a shit about you. Which is what I've been thinking. They don't give a shit about me. Why should people care about what I do in my life? Right? Unless it has something directly tied to their reward in me doing so. So basically, if I was telling you about a day where I was doing something and I figured out, aha, now I can create a course, I can create something, I can create a revolutionary thing that is going to enable any person on the planet Earth to do any specific thing that whatever it is, then that would be of interest to you, right? Then it's about you. Then it's like, how can you become connected to the earth? How can you become connected to the universe? How can you find your true authentic power so that you can become empowered enough to create whatever you want in life? That sounds interesting, right? If I was to tell you that I was going to teach you something that is going to take your life from where you are now to where you want to go in a very specific time frame, sometimes we tend to go into this whole, well, if I can do it in 3 days, I'm in, right? Or if I can do it in a week or a month or 90 days, whatever it is, we're in, as long as it doesn't take too long. which is an interesting mindset. But if I could deliver a result to you, then you would be interested. So that's the entire thing. In order for me to really be of value to you, I needed to get beyond me. I needed to stop seeing this whole wall of me. Stop saying that, well, because of this happening, I'm able to do this. I should just say, this is what I want you to experience, right? And this is something that ties into a lot of things that I've seen, where people will go out and they will sell people, or they will do things, or they will be talked to. This can be translated into anything in life, where people have a discussion, and then someone offers let's say, an opinion on something. It could be political, it could be religious, it could be whatever. And you don't agree with that opinion, that thought that the other individual had. Then you might get triggered, right? We have this meme these days, Karen. There is a thing in here. Karen, the girl that is always trying to be offended, right? And she does so for nothing. That's the wall of me. When you can't tell, or you can't talk to people, you can't get new information without becoming offended. Today, honestly, I think that we are a society of people who just get offended for nothing. We're getting into fights over thoughts that has no real bearing on whatever. If I was gay, let's say that I was gay, that shouldn't have anything to say in how I go into the world and what I could bring to the world, right? Unfortunately, today it is so. Today it's so that if I was a Muslim, if I was a person of a different color, or if I was a, I don't know, politically, let's say, right-wing extremist. Well, I don't like all of those people, because some of those people take it to the extreme, which is, actions talk louder than words. So if people had a different opinion, other people should not let their ego come in the way of, like, stop, don't say that to me because I get offended of that. I don't want you to talk about this because this is hurting my feelings, right? If people can't take something and not get offended, or talk about something that is not just about them, then we have a problem. I don't know how many people I've talked to this last, month, and we got on a call, and we speak for about 45 minutes. And during those 45 minutes, the entire conversation is centered around them. Not like their problem, how great they are. Like how great they are in their own view. And I see that the whole humility is kind of fading out. People don't have that much humility anymore. They can talk about things. They get offended if people don't agree with them. And they are not humble enough to say that, well, I was wrong. Or I'm still learning. Or I might not be the best. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. And I want to be the best. But I kind of acknowledge that that is quite a long way ahead. And on that journey, I'm on the journey, right? We have a lot of ego. There's a lot of ego. Where you think that things should be more about you. I think that if people had this disability, it's not even an ability, trying to see things from different perspectives. I have to say that I suck at that sometimes, because I'm so involved in work that I can't see how people are hurting to the degree that they are hurting. I'm talking to them, and in my line of work, I'm talking to people about their problems. So I have a lot of problems that I'm part of. But it's become so that I don't really see the perspectives of those I love, which is kind of bad if you look at it that way, because when you start seeing everything is just revolved around work and how to become better at work and how to become a better person of value, how to be this personal development journey. I think it could be quite harmful if we don't pay attention, because you can become so caught up, so centered in your personal development that the people that are around you that makes you kind of gets put aside. right? So I've seen the last 2 or 3 months, I've been really conscious about how I am around my kids. And I catch myself sometimes, like I'm reading a book, or I don't know, writing or something, doing something in the vicinity of my kids, instead of being with my kids and playing with them. Now, of course, people have to work, right? That's a given. But a child doesn't necessarily know what that means. So getting away from me and getting over that wall and trying to see things from their side of the world and trying to be with them, which is why I was at the beach today, because it was an opportunity to actually be with my kids, to toss them around a little bit, you know? But it's interesting because it has kind of encompassed my life. Everything is about this now. And this is something that I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out what to do about this, because I work towards freedom for everyone. I want everyone to have the ability to basically transcend their mental challenges. Still trying to figure out how to word this right, but basically become free in their mind, to have control over their emotions and their thoughts, and by that, their reality, and how they can become the force of true, authentic powerhouse. I'm trying to just go all over the board in this. Basically, just become the creator and the architect of their own life, right? And in doing so, there has been a lot of things that had to be learned, a lot of things that had to happen, like negative things, good things, challenging things. I met a lot of amazing people, and they have given me more experiences to see things differently. And I know that a few of you are watching this right now, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because if it wasn't for you, who shared your opinions, shared your struggles, shared your journey, I'm not sure where I would have been today, because you have given me so much clarity into what I have to do in order to give value in a sustainable way, right? Because it's hard to duplicate yourself. I want to talk to everyone I can, but it's kind of hard when you have a family and everything. So seeing what I could do more efficiently, seeing how I can help more efficiently, which you have been a very big part of, helping me understand your journey more so that I know how to pinpoint different things and help you in the most efficient way, has been paramount, priceless even. And now this stream, I kind of wanted to I almost wanted to cancel today because I was tired, and that's not a good excuse like last time. It's good because so much is happening, right? But this stream, it's not bi-weekly, it's twice a week. So what is that? Twice a week stream is going to help me gain clarity in what I need to do. It helps me navigate. Every single stream helps me see things a little differently and helps me navigate what I have to do. And then in the days between that, I create stuff that is going to further help that along. But now, as I'm doing this whole, what you saw about the car, as I'm doing that, I'm not sure how this is going to change. I know that the big things are going to happen right now. Big things are coming. And I'm going to make sure that this stream does not really take a huge impact on that. But I said that I was a coach. I still have to kind of take that away a little bit. So you, right now, if you're watching this, share what you want me to talk about, what you want to be. Dude, if you want to be part of this, reach out. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation, a dynamic conversation between us. Because I think that the more of the community that we can get up and out there, the better. Because this stream is going to become something way more than I anticipated. We are moving towards something that was way more than I thought. And it's all because of you. So if I can do anything to help you to do anything, I would pretty much love to do that. Because right now I can't even explain how I got here. Everything is amazing, and I want you to have that same thing. And this is why I'm trying to get over the wall of me and trying to figure out how I can best serve you. So your questions, Your questions are gold. Ask your questions, because with those questions comes a answer that comes from a question that didn't originate in my mind, right? And when I have to answer things creatively, or if I have to go off things impromptu or just off the bat, magic happens, because you help me see how I can create things that is going to actually help people watching this. You, right now, you watching this in your couch or whatever, who you waited for this stream. I love you. Really. Truly. Because I can't even tell you how honored I am that people find the time for this in their day. It's amazing. You're doing it right now, Teresa. How do you comment on a live stream? You're doing it. You just did it. Congratulations. This is also, I'm going to make it more interactive, because we're moving towards more of an upgrade in the entire thing. You're going to see some pretty amazing upgrades behind me, and also the whole fluidity. Like, for instance, I'm pretty proud of this. It's kind of, even though I, not that politically engaged, but it's pretty interesting how we are moving. You can see the development of the stream as we've gone on. Oh, like that. Hey, I haven't been here for. Thank you for being here, because the more people that came into this, the more people that come into this, I keep tabs on the numbers, and I can see the trends. As we go up, I see that we are doing things that I really didn't think. The things that in a positive way. We are talking to people that I really didn't think that we were talking to, and it's interesting. It's really, really interesting. So, thank you. I didn't want to drag this out for too long, because it's kind of hard to kind of keep filling the air if your energy is low. But know that the wall of me is something that I have to create something a lot more on, because that keeps a lot of people back. Especially in my line of work, where I'm trying to teach people how they can become what they want to be, and sometimes that requires them to do something that they didn't do before, and then they have to transcend that wall of me. But for real, could we have a talk when you're done? You told me to say it, so I did. Yeah, sure. Today, let me figure out. See, now this is a perfect example on how I should have things ready. But yeah, absolutely. Send me an email or reach out. Actually, check out the Facebook group, the FML Project, on Facebook, because that's the best way for me to kind of see who you are. That's if you are on Facebook. If people want to come in contact with me, like now, right after the stream, I think we should have a list, or like a link that I can just send you, and then you can just add. But I want to be me and happy, and I have no way of being okay with getting over that wall. Yeah, if you don't have time, it's no problem, dude. We're gonna figure it out. And also remember, you see it, the production quality. The production quality is amazing. I'm so proud of that little thing there. That little widget. It just makes me smile every time. Kind of a little creepy now that I smile this much, but Yeah, alright. So, I think I have to call it. Because 30 minutes, if we don't have a big topic, 30 minutes should be good. And, if you, Therese, saying Norwegian names, if you want to reach out, I have a good option for that. Go to this website, thefmlproject.com/apply. Don't worry about the apply thing is just the easiest way to do that right now. The fmlproject.com/apply. That is going to take you to a meeting link. That meeting link will let us, because I don't remember the meeting link. That's my problem right now. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was letsmeet.io/𝐶h𝐶/TorSepola/ I think I have it. Okay, actually, you can just go to this if this works. Wow. If this works, letsmeet.io/TorSepola/intro. I'm gonna check out if this works, and then if it does, I will be pretty surprised over my brain, and I will be pretty, holy damn it. Wow. It works. Yeah, so that link, this right here, will take you directly to my thing, and then we can talk right after this. Thank you for that, by the way. Now I have to get off because I feel like I'm trying to drooze off. But I hope that you're having a fantastic day, and take care of your freaking family. And if you like this channel, share, subscribe, comment. Do all those good things, because we're trying to make YouTube see that the algorithm is no match for us, right? We're talking about things that is going to be very controversial. We're talking about things that might be kind of putting other things and entities at risk by, oh shit, they're gonna take our money soon, because we're trying to make people free, and while doing that, it's risky sometimes. It's like if I was saying, like, I have a frequency app that is going to remove every smoke addiction on planet Earth, or a frequency app that was going to make every single pharmaceutical medical thing redundant. That would get me in trouble, right? Because we're in that kind of world. Luckily, that's not what we're doing, but we're talking about things that is kind of controversial, and if you like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, the algorithm on YouTube will not be suppressing us as much as they have, because you can see that things are happening. And I'm still trying to figure out how to share that, communicate that in a way that is not going to be a problem. But I've already been banned on 2 platforms, so there's that. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. Oh yeah, you never used YouTube before? Well, then I'm gonna be saying that I'm very, very honored to have you coming in and using YouTube on this channel for the first time. Thank you for that. Until next time, have a fantastic day, and take care of your freaking family. I hope to see you here next time. Goodbye.